Hello everybody and welcome back to the Lakeland Vale Map by Stevie with me, CWATTYESO. We're here at the start at the store. I got confused between shop and farm then, and I kind of said storm. But yeah, we're here at the shop where we have bought a new windrower because in the last video we had some major issues with the windrower. So we're going to take this back to the farm. We are actually done windrowing for now. That is there for next time. We're then going to grab our loading wagon. We're going to get the grass picked up. That is now presently windrowed. And then we are going to have to install a dryer system, I think, at the farm. Because some mods are just not working properly, right? Some things are having issues. I mean, that looks to me like it is connected to the trailer hitch, this quick hitch. I did do my research. I did have a quick look between the last video and this video, and it is actually this tractor that has the issue that I was referring to in the last video. Basically, Carl's Farms, who makes this tractor and has published it to Giants Mod Hub, has got some issues with this tractor. Apparently the rear attachers, either the standard attacher or this quick attacher, are known to be glitchy with vehicles, people have reported. And also apparently on some vehicles, on some equipment, if you connect it, the PTO seems to come from the front of the tractor all the way through the tractor and out the back. It seems like the PTO is a bit messed up. I've had a quick look at the XML files for the original in-game Case Magnum tractor and his tractor, and there does appear to be, there are some differences. He has made some adjustments to the PTOs. He's got different reference nodes, different link nodes, which could be the reason why we've got stuff, why the PTO attachment is a bit messed up on this tractor. But then I also noticed he's got some different values for the standard rear attacher compared to the original Case Magnum tractor. So although this is currently fitted with the quick hitch, if I put the standard attacher back on, it's actually different, slightly different. The value configuration values he's using are slightly different. There's one part of it that I know on the standard in-game tractor, on the standard tractor, it has I think a value of 50 in the XML. For some reason, for whatever reason, he's changed that value to 90. And I honestly don't know what that effect has in game. I'm not knowledgeable enough on the modding scene. I'm not a modder. Someone who does do vehicle modding and stuff like that, someone like, say, Stevie, who makes this map, might better be able to explain what all the different values mean and all the different configuration little areas of under all the different things. But yeah, for whatever reason, on the rear attacher, the guys messed with the values between what is on the standard in-game vehicle. So I don't know if I was to copy the values from the standard in-game vehicle and apply them to this vehicle, whether that would fix the issue. I do not know. But honestly, it may just be a case of I buy a different tractor. I buy a different tractor for doing like this work, for loading, wagoning, windrowing, tedding. The Magnum's probably a bit excessive for that, in all fairness. However, It's picking up. Oh, it's because I haven't got the hood on. I haven't got the screen on. I was sat there driving over that and thought, why is it not filling? It's because I'm playing without the hood. My own silly fault. But yeah, that is picking up. I did think about possibly doing some bales. Baling some grass. We may have to rejigger things a bit at the farm. I think I said in a previous episode I may relocate my bale storage shed. I've placed a bale storage shed on the map and I'm thinking I'm going to move it. I'm going to relocate it to another part. I'm going to relocate it down next to the actual cow shed, because I think it would be more beneficial to have it there when we do need to make things like TMR and stuff down the road. And that means then in the spot that I have the bale, the hay barn currently, I'm going to probably look at putting in a grass dryer system. Or definitely we're going to put in a grass dryer system. Because I don't seem to be able to get hay on a map with seasons. And I don't know whether that's because I'm using geos. Because I'm using a geo rather than just the default standard seasons weather forecast. I don't know. But definitely a bit of an issue, I think. The fact that, like I say, I've mowed the grass, I've left the grass spread all over the field for several hours for it to dry a little bit. I've then tedded the grass and I've left it for a couple of days. We haven't had any rain, so there's no way the grass could get wet. And yet, it still doesn't make hay. So, I'm somewhat confused by the whole process. Dolores is really scratching her head by it all. So yes, we may have to unfortunately use a grass drying system. Right, well, we're going to quickly clean up the sheep pen as well. And then I'm going to give them some. I'm going to give them some of this grass as food, you know. I haven't fed the sheep. Splash of water for them. Right, so at the minute, due to the lack of a actual grass dryer or any kind of drying system or hay barn or anything like that, this grass is just going to go into the main farm silo. I know there's people who are going to get all upset about realism. You wouldn't store grass in a grain silo. I know you wouldn't. However, I don't have another option at this moment in time, because I need to pick the grass up before it rots. Because the one thing that I have noticed as I've been sat here for a couple of days waiting for this grass to turn into hay is that the amount of grass on the field has been getting smaller and smaller with each day. So it still rots and decomposes and disappears, it just doesn't dry. So gonna have to give that one a old skippity doo-dah. Chickens are still complaining about their food situation. They're down to 40% or whatever it is. That's not a problem though. Give them some wheat in a bit. Well, what I want to do is get this grass picked up. Once it's in the silo, it's not terribly problematic for me. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute, that's turned into hay. Some of that grass windrow has just turned into hay. Maybe then. I'm confused by all this. Game's confusing me. Looks like we have got some hay production going on. Oh, this tractor's struggling. This trailer gets nearly full and lacking power. But this is tractor's got like 400 odd horsepower. Have 400 odd horsepower. 435, so it should be capable of pulling this. Much mass. I know Giants have messed with the game in their last update to this game that they released, which I think was about the time the Class DLC come out. They have made quite a lot of changes to the physics in the game, because now I notice a lot of the vehicles rock and bounce and sway about a lot more than they used to. The suspension seems to be really active now, even over little bumps and stuff. The tractors are bouncing all the time. I've noticed on a lot of vehicles the brakes are really poor performing now. It takes a long time to slow it. If you're driving fast in a tractor and you need to stop suddenly, it seems to take a long time. Like the class tractors are, I thought it was just the class tractors that had dodgy brakes in this game, but apparently some of the other tractors that were already in the game long before have the same issue. And I've certainly noticed as well now that on a lot of maps, when pulling trailers, the tractors really start to feel like, well, basically start to struggle, especially if there's any hills. If you've got any hills, any lumps, any bumps, any undulations in the terrain, pulling a trailer, the tractors struggle. And I thought that was only something that happened if you had a mod installed, something realistic fill weights mod or something like that. It's a mod I've never used because, to be honest, I've never wanted my vehicles to drive at 2 miles an hour when I'm pulling a trailer. I want to be able to get on and do what I'm doing. But it seems like Giants have maybe incorporated some of that mod into the base game, because definitely, as I say, since the Class DLC came out, I noticed pulling trailers on fields is fucking hard work now. Loading wagons, grain carts, all that sort of stuff. You seem to really notice when you start getting the thing loaded up. But anyway, Dolores will deliver her loading wagon. Load of grass. See, look, the tractor's actually, if I turn the beacons off, even though I'm just sat here not moving, the tractor is actually rocking ever so slightly left to right. Even there, as I'm unloading, the tractor is rocking on its suspension. loading. Right. Go into my garage quickly. And sell that. I know we've only just placed it, but it's got to go. We will buy it back, like straight back though. Where are we going to place it? We said we was going to place it down here, didn't we, near the cows? And we got to remember which side do the bales spawn on. That'll do there. I hate the fact that it changes the colour of the ground, which means I've now got to go in and paint that ground back. Done. Down here. Front's done. Right, perfect. Wrong buttons, wrong buttons. No, see, every time I come out the menu now, my brain tells me to press the B button on the controller to exit out the menu. However, that activates the cruise control. We don't want to do that. Right, Global Company. We've got a hay dryer from Agraz matey boy who makes lots of mods. Be able to get round it, that's the thing. With a hay dryer, be able to get all the way around it. However, first of all, before we go anywhere, let's paint that ground back. So the other options, quickly, let's have a look. What have we got for hay drying? Grass dryer silo by Stevie can produce hay with ease. So that just does, you just put grass in and you get hay out. Okay. If I'm going to use some of Stevie's other mods, I don't want all the buildings looking the same. Like the problem is, like, they are all going to look the same. So kind of want to limit it a bit, maybe use different mods. Is why that hay dryer to me would be very good. Also requires diesel to work, which is a good thing in my mind. Oh, and again, another flipping mod that changes the flipping colour of the ground. Oh. I don't want me ground, I don't want me lovely little concrete area painting over. Stop it. You're messing with me melon, man. Obviously, if I ever delete that building, there'll be a big splodge of earth under it, of black stuff under it, but I'd have to paint over that like I've just done. So anyway, we've got a grass dryer. It does require diesel, so we're not getting hay for free. like magically just getting hay, like with some buildings. We have got to put something into it to get something out of it, which means as well that I'm going to have to go up to the store and get another tank of liquid dinosaur bones. Another tank full of liquid dinosaur bones to power that. To the store, young Dolores. Let's go get ourselves a baler. We'll be able to do the baling. Got nowhere picking bales up, mind you. Unless I use the little case tractor with the little bale thingy on the front. We don't have a bale collector yet. Filling technology is over here. Case, do a lovely baler, so we'll go grab that. I've turned the engine off. Didn't mean to do that. Back to the farm. Dolores can go. I must admit, one of the reasons why I like the baler so much is because I like the fact that the pickups on the baler tend to be a little bit better than on the loading wagons, as you will have noticed on the field, tend to miss and leave a little bit of the swath on every single row. The pickups just don't seem quite wide enough to deal with the full width of the swath, whereas the balers do tend to pick up a little bit more of a more generous area. They tend to be a little bit more forgiving. Dolores can get unfolded. Definitely better at this point in time. This is picking up well. Might also be a little bit quicker than the loading wagon. mean, right now, of course, these are making grass bales, which can't really do anything with, because the bale store, as far as I'm aware, doesn't accept grass bales. Oh, we've got a hay bale. Got a couple of hay bales appearing. Now we've got a couple of grass ones appearing again. Apparently I can't get that last little bale out, so that will have to stay in there for now. Get this back to the farm, put it away. We have reached 39 minutes in this episode, so I may have to just time-lapse some footage in this episode. Bring the recording back down a little bit. Something more appropriate. Again, I don't want to go make these videos too long. I want to keep them in the half-an-hour mark if I can. It just makes it easier and more enjoyable for people to watch. And beacons off. But what I have been doing, of course, is keeping all my new and latest equipment sort of down here. Baler can park in this shed here. Parked. I'm gonna park this guy over here. I appreciate as well I've left the loading wagon in the wrong place. I will need to move that, or Dolores will need to move and address that. But we need to go through here, kind of sort everything out now. A little bit of grass in there. Like I say, I'm gonna have to put some, come and fill it up with some diesel. But that is what I'm gonna do in the next episode, I think. For now, Dolores needs to be getting in this thing, grabbing a front loader, going and picking up them bales. Unless we decide to get an actual bale trailer, which is a possibility and something you can look for in maybe the next episode. Now, folks, we've reached the end of the episode. I've been CWATTYESO. This has been the Lakeland Vale Map by Stevie. That has been Dolores Flofferbotham, our favourite farmer. And if you've liked the video, please go ahead, click that like button for me. If you are not currently a subscriber of the channel, please press the subscribe button. Do that before you go and leave and watch anything else, otherwise you will forget. Leave me some comments in the section below, and I will look forward to reading them and responding to them. And don't forget as well to share this video wherever you see fit, with whomever you see fit. And yeah, I'll be back very soon with some more Lakeland Vale Let's Play Farm Sim action. Bye for now, folks.